Alright, welcome back, my charming conspirators. We are playing the horror game called Death Mark. We have no more mark bearers in the mansion with us here. How do we exit? Where am I supposed to go at a time like this? She's right over there? Wait, what? Who is she? It's Mary? She's back? No frickin' way. She's the spirit. Oh my goodness. How did I not see this, man? She's the frickin' spirit that gave us the mark. So we meet again. Mary's voice is soft. I know now. Behind those words is hidden an intense lust for blood. She looks so innocent, though. I can't believe it is Mary this whole freaking time. You came back to life rather quickly. So how the hell did she get smashed on the floor? And how is she back now? You gave me nearly a whole day, more than enough time. I admit that rabbit's attack surprised me. Oh, it was that damn rabbit that attacked her and, like, shattered her body. But unexpected events can themselves be rather enjoyable. When I had brought Mary to 8 shrines, she caught sight of the rabbit there. It might have suspected Mary's true nature. Oh, that's why that rabbit ran away from me when I was at the shrine. Yeah, that's right. It was afraid of Mary. That rabbit, its great love for you pushed it into recklessness. What was that rabbit really? Determine that for yourself. Who are you? Know that and the answer will come. Though it is impossible so long as you bear the mark I gave you. Mary gave me the mark, so how do I destroy Mary? I had a hunch, but hearing it from her lips fills me with dread. Just what are you trying to accomplish? Dragging the living to the depths of despair before killing them? I believe I explained that it is a spirit's utmost desire and joy. And I had your cooperation with achieving that. Cooperate? That's ridiculous. Oh, have you not realized yet? You did bring those pathetic mark bearers directly to the spirits, did you not? She did, yeah, she's got me there because I'm solely responsible for like 5 of those people dying. They feared the spirit's existence, trembled in the face of death. The brief joy of their survival only to be crushed like miserable ants. I savored the taste of that fear and despair, most delicious. You had all of us help out, just to terrify the mark bearers even more? Clearly. I could have waited for the curses to complete if I only wanted them dead. That is not the only lie. Mark bearers must stay in small groups. Do not contact outsiders. All of my instructions were to drive you into a state of emergency. And not once did you doubt me. I bet she's telling me all of this because she wants me terrified with how hopeless the situation I find myself in is. I'm frozen in place and I know my face must be as pale as death. She must be loving this. Don't tell me you created all those spirits just to accomplish that. Indeed. When Lady Christie believed divine wrath was the cause of the mark, I had never been more amused. Her foolishness was so delightful, I just had to come along with you. So you lied. Of course. How could a pile of broken statues possibly do anything? I could be imagining it, but I feel like she hesitated for a moment there. 50 years ago, I was sealed away by the head of the Kaju family. Oh yeah, she was around that long when we were looking at that one room. I woke here 5 years ago. She was like in the pictures. At that time, I was still unable to speak and communicate. But it seems my awakening alone caused a number of ripples. Those who died unfortunate deaths on cursed land became monstrous spirits. The H. elementary abuse, the honeybee mass suicide, Seiko's assault and suicide, they all happened 5 years ago. I finally regained my full power a little over a month ago. Then the Buddha statue connected to me 50 years ago began moving. The woman killed by the statue was also influenced by my power. That must be the cannon soldier in Zukawa. Zukawa believed it was divine oracle from the soldier when it really had been Mary. She did as the great Asura said and transformed herself into Miss Zu. Once my strength returned, I again bestowed my power on spirits. It connects humans to me and manipulates them into a panic. The mark. I know you've been toying with us, but well, was there really a need to make us be connected to you in some way? Of course. By being in direct contact with you, I could taste your fear. Even now, are you scared of me, Lord Evie? Yeah, actually I am scared of you, but I don't want you to know. I don't know. Should we just stay silent? Let's not even interact with her. So you are terrified to the extent that it steals your spirit? Oh, man. That's such a great comeback from that. What the hell was that? Her porcelain face cracks? Ever since you declared that you would fight the mark, I have waited eagerly for this day. Oh, she is cracking. Over the past 10 days, I have tasted your fear through the mark. Oh my god, what is going to come out of her, man? Thick and syrupy, as sweet as honey. Each savored morsel made me want to smash you to pieces, but I waited. I am not so foolish as to kill a goose that lays golden eggs. Oh my god, dude. I don't even want to press X. I don't want to know what the hell I'm going to have to deal with here. But I cannot take it anymore. Like crushing a ripe fruit and sipping its juices. I want to break you down and savor your sweet fear. Oh my god, man. What is this thing? Oh! Dude, did the lights go out? You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. The mark has died in a deep crimson. A few minutes left until death closes in. Is she running around in this mansion in the pitch black? How am I gonna... My thoughts blur together suddenly. What happens to a mark bearer right before dawn? I've seen it many times. Is that what's happening to me now? Lord Evie, wait for me. I'll kill. I can hear Mary stand up over by the sofa. Oh my god, she's moving. You've got to be kidding me. At this rate, the rabbit's fate will be mine too. I have to run away. Yeah, I don't know what to do, man. Check within the red in my room. Check within the red in my room. Something whispers in my ear. Oh, you know what I just realized? That voice that is whispering in my ear, that's, what's-her-face, the Saya Kaju that I was here to see to begin with. It's gotta be her spirit. Because it just said to check my room with the red. That's where her body died at the beginning. It's gotta be. But what does my room mean? Wait, focus. Who does that voice belong to? Yasaka said Wait, Yasaka, she said it was someone who loved me. Oh my god, here we go. Mary's coming closer. Where should I run? You've got to be joking, man. Yeah, it's got to be Saya's room. It's got to be. That's got to be the spirit talking to me. I sprint at full speed up the stairs and fly into Saya's room. Yep, that was right. It is her. Much like the entrance hall, it's dark. The voice said, check within the red in my room. Yeah, that's where her body was lying on the floor at the beginning of the game. Like, dead center in the middle of the room. Is something there? But where should I look? The desk, the bed, her body was on the floor. Yes, here we go. What did she leave me? Saya Kaju's bloodstain is still on the floor. It's obviously dry by this point in time. There might be something lying on top of it. I can't be sure as it's too dark. Nothing was there the last time I was here. Picking it up, I discover that it's a small pouch. Inside is a hard, thin object. That's the pouch that we had stored at 8 Shrine that went missing. I move over to the moonlight to see it better. It's a small Buddha statue? It can't be. Is this the Nenajibitsu? Oh. It seems to be stained with blood, and I get an ominous feeling from it. The impurity, it hasn't been exorcised yet. I instinctively know the instant I see it. My mind is suddenly flooded with all of my memories of the Nenajibitsu, one after another. 50 years ago, the head of the Kaju family used this to steal Mary's power. He put the Nenajibitsu inside her to seal her. Then about a month ago, someone took it out. That person was me. Because of that, Mary regained her powers. The Nenajibitsu in my hand looks exactly as it did back then, full of impurity. Impurity that's built up from sealing Mary's power for 50 years. Yeah, because you see, Mary even still had the mark on there when she was being built. So she had been cursed this whole time. To cleanse it, I left the Nenajibitsu at the uncontaminated 8 Shrine. It would take time to exorcise all of the impurity. It's already July, the summer purification rite is over. So why is it still impure? The object the rabbit had in its mouth. It could have been carrying the pouch, then, instead of the master key. Then the Nenajibitsu was taken away from 8 Shrine before the beginning of July. Maybe the rabbit saw Mary by the shrine and was scared that she would find it. So it had no choice but to steal it away. The door to the adjacent room opens. Mary must be looking for me. But she can sense the presence of mark bearers. What's going on? Wait, is it possible that Saya's blood is protecting me? Bring it to where I met my end. The voice whispers in my ear again. If this isn't where the voice's owner died, they must have met their end elsewhere. There's only one other place. While Mary is in the room next door, I sprint down to the entrance hall. I make a beeline to Mary's sofa in the spot where the rabbit died. The voice that spoke to me and helped me every time a spirit was closing in. If Saya was working through anything, it must have been that rabbit. Oh, okay, so that explains the rabbit then. Okay, so she was essentially the rabbit in spirit. Sensing something, I look down at my hand. The Nenejibitsu's impurity is gone. Is this what you've been telling me, Saya? I speak to the departed woman who's guided me as I struggled without memories. Put the Nenejibitsu, the source of the doll's curse. Press it to the black mark? Then the whispers stop. The floorboards creak ominously. I raise my head to the staircase rising into the darkness before me. Oh, crap. A dark figure stands on the landing. Yeah, she's coming for me, man. I found you. Oh, wow, look at that. The mark scorches me. My head goes blank. Oh, crap, she's coming closer, man. Mary's coming closer. My body won't listen to me. Oh my god, look at her, man. Ah, Lord EV. Mary closes her hands around my neck. She's trying to kill me. I squeeze the Nenejibitsu and the fog that's impending my thoughts lifts. It's still a struggle to think. I should be able to move my arm now. Put the Nenejibitsu on the source of the curse. I only have one chance. Where should I stick the Nenejibitsu? Oh, I have to put it on Mary. Her mouth, her right arm, her left arm. Oh, where was her mark? On that photo, her mark was on her arm facing me, so it would have been her right arm. I managed to drag my impossibly heavy arm and stick the Nenejibitsu on Mary's right arm. Yeah, that's where her mark is, yeah. She's hiding it. But I'm sure that's where the black mark was. Yeah, because her mark was black while everybody else's was red. Dude, she looks terrifying, man. Marks bloom on Mary one after another. Oh wow, she's getting covered in the marks now. They're all the color of blood. It's like they're the curses of those she killed. Dude, did we do it? Is she done? Hell yeah, here we go, boys. There we go. That's what you get, Mary. That's what you get. Try to trick me. Yeah, me trick this whole entire game. Mary shatters into dust. Did I really do it? Yeah, I know, that's my thing. Is she really gone? I hesitantly look down at my right arm. Okay, we finally got it off us. Okay. The mark is gone. Thank goodness. Whew, Jesus Christ. I did it. I finally did it. I have to say it out loud to convince myself. I know, I gotta say this out loud to myself too. I finally beat this game. A victory at the expense of Saya and the Mark Bearers' lives. I can't claim it's all over, but there's no harm being relieved for now. Don't come back to life. Don't come back to life. The fog clouding my head clears away. My memories slowly return to me. I'm thinking that this dude is related to the Kaju family. He's gotta be. I look around the dimly lit hall again. I know this mansion well because I'm... The clock on the second floor begins chiming wildly like it did 10 days ago. Yeah, because he just said he knows this mansion well. When I make my way to it, it stops. Almost as if it has a will of its own. That's right. This grandfather clock, I think a skilled ancestor of the Kaju family crafted it. That one chisel may have been used to make it. That's right. Inside this clock, I open the door and stick my hand inside. My fingers brush something hard. Taking it out, I realize it's a voice recorder. I press the play button. What is this? This is Mama Sum Kaju. So that's who we are. We are part of the Kaju family then. It's a man's voice, a voice I know all too well. It's my voice. Okay. This is all starting to connect dots here now. I decided to leave this record behind in case something should happen. That doll may dispose of any files or documents. I'm banking on her overlooking a piece of technology. As I listen, I start to remember recording this. I'd done it right before I received the mark from Mary. Now, where should I begin? It started 5 years ago, 2 years after I became Kaju family head. My sister Saya and I found the doll in a wood box while sorting the warehouse. So Saya's his sister. Okay, this makes a whole lot more sense now. The moment I broke the seal and saw her, I could sense something sinister. But it took a while longer to fully understand what she truly is. If only there had been records. But great-grandfather who sealed her didn't leave any before his early death. Because of that, his descendants weren't told about the doll. I managed to learn the doll had been loaned to an army lab during the war. A strange old man who lived in an underground shelter told me. Then I went overseas to try to get more information on the doll. But I got into an accident while away and was presumed missing. So Saya became the new family head. I wasn't able to contact her until after she had inherited the title. It wasn't something worth contesting, so I explained everything and had her keep up the facade that I was missing. Public records still stated Masamune Kaju was very much alive, of course. I couldn't have used my passport or license otherwise, so that would explain why he didn't have any ID in his wallet. I'm off topic, sorry. I only just returned to the country last week. Other psychics aboard all agreed it would be bad to leave the doll be. A ninjabitsu inside the doll still suppressed its cursed power, but I realized that it was almost at its limit. If I left it alone, it would crumble. Then it'd be impossible to suppress the cursed power of the doll. That was the worst case scenario, but what was to be done? The answer I came up with was to remove the ninjabitsu from the doll temporarily. Its impurity would be cleansed after a month stored in a pure area, and then I'll place it back in the doll. If I succeed, the doll's power will be sealed for a few more decades. But the problem is that 1 month, I had no idea what kind of curse will be released when the doll's unsealed. I'll do what I can to prevent disasters, but my power can't compare to the ninjabitsu. I can't guarantee anything. There may be victims again, like the tragedy 50 years ago. but this is a necessary evil. It must be done in order to prevent even more people from falling victim. After this, I'll disassemble the doll and remove the Nenijibitsu. I pray everything goes according to plan and the worst of evils is avoided. I hope this record isn't needed, but if the one listening to this has a loved one who's fallen victim to the curse, then I'm very sorry. The recording ends there. Damn it. I clench my fists so hard my nails dig into my palms. Yes, the voice on the tape was mine, but I'm furious with it. I don't know that person at all. The mark has claimed so many victims over the past month, like the mark bearers. I even lost my little sister Saya. Was she just another inevitable victim that the voice spoke of? Oh, so I have a choice. I can forgive myself. I can't forgive him. It had to be done. Well, I don't know what to choose here. I'll just say it had to be done. It had to be done. I'm the Eevee, but I'm also Masamune Kaju. I understand why he felt as if he had to do that. It was his fate. The Kaju family are forever linked to that cursed doll. Alright, Chapter 5, end. This has got to be the end of the game. It's got to be. Two months have passed. The occasional cool breeze signals that summer is almost over. I've spent my time putting the case of the mark to rest as best I can. I put Saya to rest by burying the rabbit and contacted the surviving mark bearers. Putting the Buddha statues in places of honor was also one of those tasks. They weren't connected to the mark after all, but I couldn't just leave them there. Plus, there was no way Christie'd keep quiet about the statues. So with her guidance and Yasaka, Daemon, and Banshee's help, I carried the broken statues out of the shelter and returned them to H Shrine. In the process, I discovered that the cannon soldier was nowhere to be found, thank God. Hiro's body is also missing. Where'd they go? It remains a mystery. By now, my memory has completely returned. Things didn't quite go as originally planned, but at least the danger has passed. I don't think my decision as Masamune Kaju was wrong, but at times, waves of powerlessness and despondency overwhelm me. When I think of the mark's victims, of Saya and the mark bearers, my chest hurts. I want to do something for them as the new head of the Kaju family. About the memories I've regained, I became the Kaju family head 7 years ago. I'll admit, I was a bit of a recluse. I left the public appearances to Saya, preferring to stay out of the spotlight. The only photos of me are from small local newspapers. I uncovered Mary by accident in the family's warehouse 5 years ago. It was a discovery that changed my life. I traveled extensively abroad in order to learn more about Mary. In one country, I got into an accident and fell into a coma for half a year. Even worse, that country proceeded to treat me as an unidentified traveler. So I'm actually wondering, when he opened the box and saw Mary for the first time, if she didn't minimally curse him then, and that's why he got into that coma. I don't know if that was merely my terrible luck, or if, that's what I'm just saying, or if Mary's curse had something to do with it. When I was finally able to contact home, Saya had already become the new head. The rest was as the tape said. I had no idea that Mary's power was far greater than I had imagined. All of my efforts to suppress her power were completely useless. My memories unraveled faster than I thought. How did Mary come to be in the first place? One theory says a doll maker in the 19th century used magic to create her. Another says a spirit of a young girl who died prematurely took up residence in a doll. In the end, it's still a mystery. No one knows what happened to create a doll like that. We only know that each of Mary's owners died tragic deaths. Shortly after the turn of the 20th century, she came to be owned by the head of the Kajus. He either didn't know of the curse or simply didn't believe it. Disasters began befalling the family. Mary gained enough power to become sentient and produce spirits. Then the tragedy in the shelter happened. The seething grudges of the experiment's victims and the Buddha statues. They may have triggered her awakening. Whatever Mary's true identity is, the fact remains she altered many people's fates, mine and the mark bearers included. Speaking of, an update on the surviving mark bearers. Oh, cool. So we get to find out what happened to all these guys. So Yoshida is studying every day for the middle school exams next year, probably trying to forget the events of that night. It seems he's even more obsessed with studying now. Mashida bought me a drink like he promised. Seems he's thinking about becoming a private detective. He actually asked me if I wanted to join him. Was he serious? I don't know for sure. We actually did make a pretty good team, so... Christy has started writing an essay exposing all of her past affairs, but the contents are so scandalous no one wants to publish it. I heard her complaints over it the other day. Ita seems to have finally recovered after what happened to Suzu. I don't know if it's because of all the trials he's endured now, but he's buckled down lately and has been stopping by the city employment center. A day doesn't go by that I don't see A on TV as part of Love and Hero. She sent a ticket like she promised, but I need to drum up some courage to go to a concert for teens alone at my age. Yasaka is still working as a fortune teller in Ginza. Apparently she believes I have spiritual powers or something. She keeps sending customers with spirit problems to the mansion. I wish she'd stop. Oh, so are we just, like, staying in the mansion now? I guess, it is our mansion, but yeah, I guess so. After he helped clear out the statues, Shuju Damon's condition worsens and he's been hospitalized. I'm just like, after everything that went down with the damn doll in the mansion, why the hell would I continue to stay there, you know what I mean? I think he worked himself too hard. Banshee Itu gave up on living in that shelter after everything that happened. He still treks down there occasionally to pray for Hiro. See, I would have thought we would have just gave the mansion to Banshee, you know? Been like, thanks for your help, man. All the mark bearers who became victims, all for the sake of the terror that Mary saw. Whenever I remember them, my chest aches and I can't help but think, is it possible? Do they bear a dark grudge against me for surviving? Oh, yeah, that is true. I'm so sorry. How many times have I murmured that useless and meaningless apology? That's what I'm actually really curious about now, too, is because I know that there is a Deathmark 2 game that is out, and I'm actually wondering if part 2 is now having to deal with, like, all the spirits that died because of us. That would actually be crazy. I don't know what that game is about, but I know that there is a part 2 to this. But I become more determined each time. All I can do now is make sure that the tragedy never happens again. For that, I need to hurry my preparations for putting the Nenejibitsu inside Mary. The Nenejibitsu alone won't be enough to continue sealing her powers in the years to come. How is she still, like, a physical thing? I thought she, like, burst into dust. I must prepare extra spiritual measures. It's taken a long time to get those ready, but today I've finally finished. What? Did the mansion just lose power? What's going on? What is this feeling? Oh my god, this isn't over, is it? Mary's still alive. My arm is burning. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be freaking kidding me. Why is the mark... Yeah, why is the damn mark back on me? What is yeah, what's happening? If she appears at the top of these stairs, man, calm down. I need to calm down. First, I need to get a grasp on my situation. That's how I survived this long. That was her laughing, wasn't it? Oh my god. A horribly familiar noise echoes in the hall. There you are. You gotta be kidding me, bro. There's no way the game ends that way, man. There's no freaking way. You gotta be kidding me. I can't believe the game just ended that way. Frickin' Mary's still out and about and is alive and has got us locked in the damn mansion again. With the mark on us. I got a trophy that says normal ending. So there's gotta be multiple endings to this game then. I cannot believe after all of that I just did, it didn't mean a damn thing because Mary's still alive. And we're still cursed. Well, I guess that confirms what part 2 is going to be about. That's what I'm actually thinking. So if Mary's still alive, is part 2 to this game like her now going to be summoning the spirits of all the characters that died because of me in this game that I'm now going to have to deal with going forward? Is that the plan? That would actually be freaking crazy if it was. And I actually hope that that's what the storyline is. I don't know. Once I get done with this recording, I'm actually going to go look at that. Because I know recently, like, the Death Mark Part 2 came out, but I have absolutely no idea what it's about, though. I'm going to have to get online and, like, read about, like, what the game summary, or what the game is about, because I have no idea. But one thing's for sure, I will definitely be playing it. I'll tell you that, guys, that much. This game was awesome, man. I am... Well, what does it say? The gallery has been added to the title screen. You are able to view the game illustrations. Let me see what this is. Hold on, it's asking me to save here. Cleared Death Mark. Save all progress. Yes. Let me put that in a new save slot here really quick. Okay, I want to check out what this illustrations thing is. Yeah, so this is just starting the game over again here. I don't want to do this. I want to see what the... I just want to see what the thing was at the main menu, man. Come on, let me back there. I don't even know how to get back there. It's like I might actually have to, like, restart the game over. But if I do that, it's going to lose the recording, though, so... I'm going to see if I can just scroll through this and if it will let me back to the main screen or not. I don't think it's going to. Damn it. Yeah, I'm going to probably have to, like, reset the game in order to go back to the main menu screen. Yeah. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough of this horror game called Deathmark. This was my first visual novel horror game. And... like, my only complaint was that it was a lot of reading, a lot of documentation, and just a lot of reading. It's like, I kind of feel like you'd only play for like 2 minutes and then you'd have to stop to read something, you know what I mean? But it was an amazing experience, though. Like, I loved the whole story to this game. The spirits were really cool. I loved the whole plot twist with Mary the doll. I was not expecting that. I was so sad when she was shattered on the floor, and she was just playing us this whole damn time. That's what really irritates me, that she was really evil the whole time. That's, like, actually crazy, man. But I'm super excited to play Deathmark 2, so I will definitely be getting that game and playing that at some point this year. That's crazy. I got a lot of good games lined up for 2025, so that is definitely going on the list, I can tell you that. But I'm gonna need a break from this game, man. Like, holy Christ, there is so much reading and documentation, and then with the story twists, like, I'm gonna have to take a break from this. But I will definitely pursue Deathmark 2 at some point down the road. But for now, I think I'm gonna end this video because I really want to see what those illustrations were in the main menu. But there's no way for me to get back to it right now. But, I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of this horror game called Deathmark. The whole Mary thing, that's going to keep me awake for a couple nights, man. Jesus Christ. Dude, when she turned and started cracking and, like, her true self is, like, man, that is terrifying, man. Like, Jesus, I'll definitely be using that photo as, like, the thumbnail for this final video, man. That was crazy, man. I don't know. I'm blown away by this game, man. It's really cool. I'm glad I got through it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more horror games, because that's all we do on this channel. Appreciate your support if you'd hit that subscribe button. And as always, conspirators, stay charming, and we'll be back with the next one very soon.